Hi, my name is Brianna Rhodes. The park that I chose is Crater Lake National Park. It is located in Oregon, and the problem that I have chose to go over today is the pollution that the lake faces. Where is Crater Lake? It is located in southern Oregon, as you can see here on the map. So what exactly is the problem that the lake is facing? I know when you see pollution, your mind automatically goes to trash people aren't picking up, people not taking care of the place. But one of the really big problems that this place faces is actually air pollution. And that's because there's no attached streams to the crater. Rainwater is a huge factor. It's what keeps it clean and puts water in. The lake's actually facing problems. It's widely known for its blue waters, and this air pollution coming in the rain is really threatening this. Increased tourism is also another factor because people aren't picking up after themselves, along with the fact that people just generally not really caring. And there's also a severe lack of funding. A couple years ago, there was actually a lot of park rangers laid off, and then lack of maintenance, and it just takes a toll on the park. Back to air pollution. It is both harmful to humans and the planet. So, where does air pollution come from? It comes from energy use and the production of energy, which, if you think about, happens every day, nonstop, and it's constantly pumping into our air. There's been a lot of laws enforced and stuff like that, but still, it helps, but it doesn't eliminate all of the pollution going into our air. Even cars just driving down the road puts pollution into our air. This has caused some effects in climate change. We've seen temperature differences happening. Smog is what's created when there is really warm weather, sunlight, and air pollution. It creates this nasty, foggy film, and it's just full of chemicals and nastiness. It becomes a never ending loop because once it's in the water cycle, it's really hard for it to come out because if you think of the water cycle, it's never ending and always continuing. Nitrogen and sulfur are really big factors here because they cause acidification. And as you can see in the picture, the water is all yellow and brown and grimy, and this hurts plants and fish life. It can kill native plant life and actually give nutrients to the weedier type plants, and it'll end up killing the natives and then just all these bad weeds we have growing, and it'll take over the trails in the park. Surrounding streams are at a very, very big risk for this, and the lake itself really isn't, but we have to put that into perspective that the lake isn't the only part of the park. Mercury is also another chemical that has been found that has been really harmful. It hurts the animals and the humans. It gets passed along the food chain from it going into the water and the fish absorbing it and an animal eating the fish, or even, when it rains and it goes into the plants, an animal eats the plant, another animal eats the animal, and it just continues on. It's very harmful to the reproductive system in large quantities, so we could be seeing some abnormalities in animals in the area. Some positive things, though, that come out of this pollution is there's tourism. Not so much as, the air pollution, even though people are creating air pollution going there, but camping. There is camping all around the crater and various spots in the forest. There's a bike trail that actually goes completely around the rim of the crater. It provides jobs to people, whether it's park rangers or maintenance, seasonal help. There's a lot of awesome hiking trails also around the crater, in the forest, all over the place. So, what exactly is Crater Lake? Well, it is the deepest lake in the United States. It's 1,943 feet deep. The reason Crater Lake is here is because it is a collapsed volcano. The lake actually takes up less than 10% of the whole park. So, like I had said before, the surrounding streams are also a very big factor, so them becoming polluted also really hurts the park. After the volcano collapsed, it took about 250 years of rain and snow to fill this up. So, before Crater Lake was a crater, it was in fact a volcano, Mount Masma. It is a stratovolcano, which by definition is a volcano built of alternate layers of lava and ash. And according to Oregon State University, about 60% of all volcanoes are stratovolcanoes, which I thought was pretty cool. Uh, it collapsed about 6,850 years ago. And the craziest thing to me is it was the largest eruption in the past 10,000 years. And it was a pretty powerful eruption. The summit of the mountain was between 11,000 to 12,000 feet. The caldera became the crater, which is nearly 6 miles long. Ash reached about as far as central Canada, which is crazy to think about if you think about where the lake is located in southern Oregon. And 12 miles of magma erupted from this volcano. Olio rock. It's a volcanic rock. You can see this in a lot of places around the park. It's of a dacite composition. It erupted from the volcano. It's naturally glossy, and you can see the flow bands in it, which are the little lines going through it. Pumice is another type of rock which comes out with the ash and smoke. It's an igneous rock. It's a volcanic eruption product. It is very light in color. It can actually float, which I thought was pretty crazy, but it has a lot of little holes in it. But once it does soak up all of that water, it does sink. So, in conclusion, Crater Lake has a wild history. From being a giant volcano, having a violent eruption that spewed 12 miles of magma, to becoming one of the deepest lakes in the United States. It is widely known for its beauty, its beautiful blue color, all of its fantastic camping and hiking and biking trails. But one of the main problems that it faces is humans themselves, because I don't see pollution stopping anytime soon, and it's really sad to think that such a beautiful place could be hurt by that. Some of the sources that I used were from Crater Lake National Park's website. Oregon State was really big in the factor of helping me with a lot of my facts because a lot of their students research the lake because it's in their state. Uh, National Park Service also was a really big help, and I would just like to thank everyone for watching today. I hope you enjoyed.